Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Get to Know. Stop. I hope you guys are having the day you deserve to have. We're going to jump right into this today. I'm working on a headache already this morning. I'm not feeling very good. But this garbage doesn't stop. It doesn't take a break, so neither can I. So, with that being said, we're going to roll right into this, ladies and gentlemen. Rochester man who lured minor to hotel for sex going to prison for 144 months. Monday, November 24th, 2025, for a new release, U.S. Attorney's Office, Western District of New York. Rochester, New York. U.S. Attorney Michael DiGiacomo announced on Monday that Jonathan Woody, 31, of Rochester, New York, who was convicted of coercion and enticement of a minor, was sentenced to 144 months in prison and 10 years of supervised release by the U.S. District Charles S. Saragusa. Assistant U.S. Attorney Kyle P. Rosie, who handled the case, stated that in January 2024, Woody engaged in sexually explicit online and text communication with a 13-year-old child that he met on social media. On January 2nd, 2024, Woody paid for an Uber to transport the child to a hotel in Greece, New York, where he rented a room. While at the hotel, Woody provided alcohol and marijuana to engage in sexual acts with the child. After realizing that the child was missing from home, the child's family called 911 to initiate a missing persons investigation. The child returned home, at which time law enforcement learned of Woody's interactions with the child. Subsequent investigations resulted in the identification and arrest of Woody. The sentencing is a result of an investigation by the Monroe County Sheriff's Office under the direction of Sheriff Todd Baxter and Greece Police Department, under the direction of Chief Michael Wood and the Federal Bureau of Investigation Child Exploitation Task Force, are under the direction of Special Agent in Charge Philip Tijara. So 144 months, that's what? 10, 11 years? Not good. Not good. What's up, Jen? Good morning, my friend. How are you today, bro? How are you today? I kind of skimmed over this one earlier. This one really irritates the hell out of me today, ladies and gentlemen. Former police captain charged for offenses against children. Friday, November 21st, 2025, for immediate release, U.S. Attorney's Office, Southern District of Texas. Galveston, Texas. A 59-year-old resident of League City has been indicted on multiple counts to include coercion and enticement of a minor and possession and production of child sexual abuse material, announced U.S. Attorney Nicholas J. Gangia. Authorities have now arrested Darren Edwards. He is now making his initial appearance before U.S. Magistrate Judge Dina Palermo. A federal grand jury in Galveston returned a 5-count indictment on November 18th. Edwards is charged with 2 counts of coercion and enticement of a minor and faces up to life in prison if convicted. He's also facing 2 counts of sexual exploitation of children and 1 count of possession of child pornography, which carries a term of 20 terms of 20 and 10 years, respectively. He could also be ordered to pay a $250,000 fine. FBI Texas City conducted the investigation. Assistant U.S. Attorney Lauren M. Valtini is prosecuting case, which is brought as part of Project Safe Childhood, a nationwide national initiative the Department of Justice launched in May of 2006 to combat the growing epidemic of child sexual exploitation and abuse. I will be writing a letter on this one for show. Let me bookmark this here. Done. What's up, Wood Chipper Society? How are you today? Bless, wishing you and your family many blessings. I appreciate it, Jen. I really do. I really do appreciate that. Right? Texas taking a big L on that one. Yep. That's what I'm saying. How you doing, Wood Chipper? I appreciate you being here. With a name like Wood Chipper, I know what your intentions are. So I appreciate it. It takes a whole, it's going to take so many of us to fight and combat against this kind of shit. And this is something that's near and dear to my heart. And I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure it changes. Sorry, this shit makes me emotional, man. Got to cut me a little bit. Got a little bit of slack. I don't know if either one of you guys do panels, but you guys are more than welcome to come up and sit along with me and have a discussion. This kind of shit really gets me going, man. I tell you what. I tell you what. Wall, Pennsylvania resident pleads guilty to sexual exploitation of minors. Oh my good lord. Wall resident pleads guilty to sexual exploitation of minors. Friday, November 21st, 2025. Remaining release, U.S. Attorney's Office, Western District of Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A resident of Wall, Pennsylvania, pleaded guilty in federal court to charges of violating federal law regarding the sexual exploitation of minors. First Assistant United States Attorney Troy Rivetti announced on Friday. Dylan Waindent, 34, pleaded guilty to 2 counts before United States District Judge William S. Stickman the 4th on November 17th, 2025. In connection with the guilty plea, the court was advised that from February 2022 through February 2023, this pig, Dylan, induced two minors living in jurisdictions outside the Western District of Pennsylvania to engage in sexually explicit conduct for the purpose of producing and sending to Wendit visual depictions of such conduct. Wendit, who met his minor victims on a social media application, would alternate between complimenting and threatening his victims to induce the victims to send him sexually explicit images and videos of themselves. Judge Stickman scheduled sentencing for March 23rd, 2026. The law provides for a maximum total sentence of not less than 15 years in prison and a fine of up to $250,000 or both. Under the federal sentencing guidelines, the actual sentencing imposed is based upon the seriousness of the offense and prior criminal history, if any, of the defendant. We are going to write letters to the judge and prosecuting attorney in this case as well. I'm going to bookmark it here. Oops, wrong one. I'm going to bookmark it here, and we're going to try to encourage the judge and prosecuting attorney to sentence this piece of shit to the maximum sentence possible. I'm so sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of these pieces of crap getting slaps on the hand, and it's time we start doing some stuff, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. It really is. Well, thank you. Fuck your inspiration. I appreciate you being here, General. Thanks for sharing this out. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I really do. These are the live streams that are important to me. As you guys may or may not know, that's right. That's right. Jen, I would really love for you to come up here and have a talk with me, man. I really would. I appreciate the compliments, but you're right. Lawmakers aren't doing it, and it's time that we rise above this shit and we actually do something to get it changed. And I bought your book. I needed to read it. I can't panel. I have been a decoy, and our community is infiltrated. 700 of us got doxxed a few weeks ago. Now up to 900. There are barely over 1,600 of us. Holy shit. Well, I understand that. I really do. But just know I got mad love, mad respect for what you guys do. And if there's any way I can help, you just let me know, and I'm on it. And I mean that. I mean that shit. I really mean that shit. Any way I can help, please let me know. Please let me know. And thank you for purchasing the book. I hope it had an impact. I hope it did something for you. I hope it had a positive impact on you. And that's just part of the story that I've gone through. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Let me do something real quick. Hang on a second, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the people that do this kind of stuff to children, they don't have any care. They have blatant disregard for the effect it has on children for the rest of their life. And it's time, ladies and gentlemen, that we make a stand and we do what we got to do to get this done and taken care of. It really is. Oh. So sorry, like I said, I'm working on a migraine already this morning, so I'm not in a very good mood about it. But what's up, Willow?
Hello.
How are you
Trying
today?
to get me in trouble with Bill.
Huh?
I said you're going to get me in trouble with Bill. I've never paneled.
Well,
Let's wait for him.
I appreciate you coming up here and being here. Just know that first and foremost. And I never try to pressure anybody into coming up on panel, but just coming up here means the world to me. These things are so difficult for me to get through on my own. So
Right.
I appreciate it.
Going off.
And like I was saying a little bit ago, if there's any way, anything I can do to help, just say the word and consider it done. I'll do whatever I can. I'll do whatever it takes to do my part to help all of you out and to combat this horrible crime that so many people these days are committing. It just makes me sick to my stomach.
It does. And we need to get these laws changed to protect the future children and our children that are now, like nobody did for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm 100% on board to do anything to get these laws changed. I know here in Ohio they're awful.
Yes.
They spank them on the bottom and send them away.
Yes. And there's too many people sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Not, and it crushes my heart and it really it really gets me, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, ah um I just modded a few people from in the chat. Go ahead,
Mhm.
feel free. Go ahead, feel free to drop links and whatever else information you guys feel you can put up in the chat for us to
Mhm.
help get things going. Um, any of you feel free to use whatever content of mine you want for whatever you want. You guys have full permission. I don't care as long as it's done in a positive, meaningful manner. And
Yeah, we're
yeah,
all
just
about protecting the kids and families. I know definitely the three of us and a couple of the other people that were here, we're just survivors. We want laws to change. We want so nobody has to go through
yeah.
what we go through on a daily basis.
Yeah, and that's and I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't look at is it's not just it's not just something that just goes away. It affects you for the rest of your life. I mean, I'm 46 years old and nothing's happened to me since I was 12 years old, and it's changed the way I raise my children. It's changed the people I trust. It's changed all of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And people really don't take that into consideration.
Cascadia says it right there. They get parole. We don't. We go through the rest of our lives with triggers and dreams on a
Yes,
constant.
yes. And there's some days that it's just I don't know. I don't even want to get out of bed. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And that's just it's causes such detriment to a child. I mean, I had four failed suicide attempts in my childhood. You know what I mean? My first one coming at 9 years old, and the people that are perpetrating these crimes, they don't care. They don't think about the aftermath of their actions. And to me, this crime is worse than committing murder because I mean,
At least if you were killed, it would have ended. That's how I
exactly,
looked at it.
exactly. Like I say it on here, like at least at least at least that person only had to go through it one time. I have to relive my childhood being murdered every single day of my life.
Right. And usually the people around me have to deal with it too because they
Yeah,
have to deal with the triggers.
yeah. And I say that on here. I say that on here all the time myself. Like yes, I am one physical victim of my abuser, but me being a victim of his abuse also made everybody else that I encountered in my entire life a victim because of trust, because of because of all different kinds of reasons. It has such a negative effect on people for the rest of their lives that the sentences should reflect that, and they don't.
No.
And it's not okay. It's literally not okay. So,
Chemical chemical castration is my goal.
but and I've done a lot of research into chemical castration, and that only works for one group of people. Yes, a lot of men are the ones committing, but it doesn't work for females. And
Right.
a lot of studies have shown that chemically castrating them only makes them become more sadistic in what they do. It really does. Because they can't achieve that ejaculation, which is what they're going for, you know what I mean? And it makes them become
And the
more sadistic
control.
and more brutal with it. That's why I say the death penalty. Just give them the death. They're no good to anybody. Once you take the innocence of a child, you don't have the right to have any rights. Period.
Oh,
I don't
absolutely. I agree 100%. They're
I
under
don't
the ground. They're not hurting nobody.
yeah.
I was just trying to be nice. I'll come right out with it.
I'm not
15
nice.
cent bullet, done.
I call them 47-cent cases. Why 47 cents? Because that's about what it costs to make a 9 millimeter bullet, about 47 cents.
There you go.
Line them up. Line them up. I'll do it all day long and I'll sleep like a baby at night knowing I did it. And I mean that shit with all my heart, everything I am, I mean that. I would sleep like a child, a baby, like every night of my life afterwards. I would gladly do it every single day.
I think the only time I've had a peaceful sleep is like when you have surgery and you don't know what's going on. Other than that, no. Sleep
Yeah.
is not a comfortable situation.
No, it's not. What's up, Tannen? Or what's up, Pinky, Inky? What's up, ties and tiaras? Sorry, I'm really on one today. I'm really battling a migraine right now. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Okay, well, I'm gonna drop down. I just want to say hello.
thank you. I
Give a
appreciate
virtual
it.
hug.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you for what
appreciate
you do.
it. I really do. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming up, and I hope you don't get in trouble. Tell Bill I said it's all right.
Okay, I'll tell him that I had his permission. He just don't remember.
That sounds good. I'll back that up. Sweetheart.
All right, thank you.
Have a good
All
one.
right,
And thanks for fighting. Thanks for fighting for children, man. There's not enough of us out here doing it. So,
100%.
thank you very much for coming up. I do appreciate it. I hate doing this, but I'm gonna get out of here. I'll probably do some more here a little bit later, but I'm really trying not to get this migraine to set in real hard. So, my emotions really do play a big part in that. So, yeah. To all you guys that hear this message, please, please, please stand up and fight for children, whether you got them or not, because they need it now more than ever. And I mean that with all my heart. I mean that with all I am. There's not enough of us out here that's trying to make a difference. And this is a war that can't be won, because as long as human beings exist, so will this horrific crime. And but I know that we can make a huge difference in a lot of innocent children's lives and save a lot of people from becoming victims in the first place, and to help others get the justice they deserve. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, remember this, and remember this always: one child is one too many. You can drop whatever links you want to. Absolutely. If you got a wrench, drop links, drop whatever links you guys want to. I'm really big about supporting other channels and getting whatever words out there that need to be out there from other channels. And absolutely, drop them links for sure. I'll sit here and ramble on about whatever until you guys tell me you're good. So just drop them, fill the chat up with them links, ladies and gentlemen. Fill them up. No, thank you. All of you that are here, I appreciate it. I really do. I'm sorry I'm ending it so quick, but like I said, I get cluster migraines, and when I get them, they ruin my whole entire day. Pro Survivor and pedo DV music. Hell yeah. I appreciate it. If any of you want me to get involved and help you guys out with anything, this is my email address. Just send me an email, and I'm trying to get a lot better at being more active in my emails, but yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, remember, one child is one too many, and it's time that we stand up and make a difference, because so many innocent children depend on us and are counting on us to do so, and they don't even know that they are. So with that being said, thank you for being here. Much love, much respect, everybody. Awareness Monday for sure on Monday. Much love, much respect. This is Get to Know Stop, where we all together are standing tough on pedophilia. STOP, ladies and gentlemen.